Chasers all finding it very comfortable at this stage. Going towards the water jump, number 3. And it's young Kenny, Seymour Business, the last fling, and Bobby Grant as they make their way towards the next fence. Good jumping tests here at 8. Oh, there we got a bad mistake there by young Kenny. Russ Garrity did well to keep him going there, but he just hit the top there. That was the 4th and the plain one. Seymour Business gone off at 3-1 on. The last fling 7s, and Bobby Grant and young Kenny at 9-1. So over the 5th fence over on the far side. Very stiff fences here at Wetherby. On the near side of the course, right of your picture, the white face of the last fling. Young Kenny, though, with a red cap, possibly still just in front. Seymour Business, racing this season in Paul Barber's colours, is close up on the outer. They're turning left-handed then, heading down towards the home straight. Bobby Grant on the right of shot there in the pale gold jacket in the hands of Tony Dobbin, who's seeking a quick double here this afternoon. Heading down towards the open ditch. The first one in the straight's an open ditch here, number 6. Seymour Business on the near side. Young Kenny in the last fling with Bobby Grant. Let's see how they jump this open ditch. Seymour Business spring heeled at it, jumped it beautifully. Just taken over now as they meet the driving rain on their right-hand side. The wind coming across the course. On the left of your picture, young Kenny, the red cap, the white cap of the last fling, and poking up between them then is Bobby Grant. Oh, and there the last fling wasn't too clever. That was his first error over fence number 7. They're going down towards the next plain fence then. Seymour Business in front. Another beautiful jump there by the best chaser in the land on official figures, don't forget. Leads from Bobby Grant. And then on the near side, the red cap of young Kenny. Behind them, Adrian Maguire trying to get another tune out of the last fling as they take what will be the last next time they come to it. And again, the last fling fiddled that a bit in last place. A reminder too on the near side for young Kenny. Don't forget, he's an out-and-out stayer, this fella. Winner of the Scottish National and the Midlands National this time. And Seymour Business at this stage is going great guns in front. He's opened up by 5 lengths now over Bobby Grant as they complete their first circuit, heading away from the grandstands, heading towards the turn out of the home straight. A nice close-up there of Mick Fitzgerald and Seymour Business, who lead by 2.5 lengths, with Bobby Grant next, young Kenny in the last fling. So the Business looking pretty good here, John Frankham.
Yeah, well, everything's going fine for Mick Fitzgerald. It's always much easier when you've got a horse with plenty of petrol in the tank, and he just felt that they obviously weren't going the gallop. But just have a look at the way this horse moves. He looks as though he's loving this ground. You think of some of the races he's won when the surface has been an awful lot livelier. Looks like he's really enjoying himself. Jumps nice and straight. We had a really good shot from the far end of the back straight when they were jumping towards you. Jumps really cleanly. Doesn't jink out left or right like many horses do. Very neat and active in front. And having said that, let's hope that's not the kiss of death on him. But Mick gets on well with him, gets hold of him, makes him go about his jumping, and he's a grand type to do that with Cat, because you know you could drive him into fences all day long. He's always going to look after himself. His problem up until last season was he used to take too much time, and a really good type and good technique.
Yeah, he fiddled that one there, John, and jumped it beautifully. Very clever at that fence, the Seymour Business. Of course, since they fitted blinkers on him, he's been a different horse. He's going down towards the last fence on the far side of the course then. Fence number 14, Seymour Business. Up and over it okay, 5 from home. Bobby Grant is chasing in second place. And then young Kenny just struggling to go the gap. The last fling looks to me as though he's going to be pulled up at the back of the field. He's almost really labouring there in the ground by the looks of it. I think he's going to cry enough in a second. That Seymour Business leads them out of the back straight with an advantage of about 7 or 8 lengths, and then a long yawning gap after Bobby Grant to the 2 Trevor Hemmings chasers, young Kenny and the last fling. So down towards the home straight now. Seymour Business has got 4 fences left to take. The first of them will be an open ditch. Bobby Grant is running a great race in second place, but don't forget he'll be receiving lumps of weight from the former Gold Cup hero. This is 4 from home. If this was a handicap, which of course it isn't. Over in second, Bobby Grant there. Young Kenny, he's got very, very tired, as does the last fling there. Almost a fence behind them now. The top of your shot, young Kenny jumps to the right, and then the last fling. This is 3 from home. Seymour Business, oh, his first error there, jumped it badly to the left. Goodness me, gave away a lot of ground. Mick, though, not panicking by any means, keeping very cool and calm. Bobby Grant not making any impact. I wonder what distracted him there. 2 from home. Seymour Business is up and over it okay. Bobby Grant has jumped it well in second. And young Kenny in the last fling, almost a furlong behind now as they go towards that second last fence. Seymour Business comes up towards the 18th and final fence here. Let's see how he jumps it. Jumped it better than he did the third last, that's for sure. Bobby Grant is over it in second. He's just skipped over it, and Seymour Business is back with a bang here. He's come up towards the line in the colours of Paul Barber. Mick Fitzgerald wins back-to-back Peterhouse Group. Charlie Hall chases in tremendous fashion. And next stop, the King George. Seymour Business, the winner from Bobby Grant in second. And back in behind there, great scrap for third place here, being won by young Kenny, who's going to get up just to beat the last fling by about half a length. By golly, it was a real tough one for those two, but Seymour Business in a different class here this afternoon. And I'd love to know what was going on there at that third from home.